C3 Medias, and this is the binge review of Unbelievable. If you haven't seen it, go check it out first and then come back and let's talk about it right here because I'm about to get into some heavy spoilers. Now, when I first saw the poster for this, it was just one of the things that was queued up on the options when you turn Netflix on. I was looking for My Little Ponies, and boom, there you go. It's unbelievable, right? Oh, wow. Ooh, I know. Hey, I know that Merritt Weaver and Toni Collette. I love Toni Collette. I don't know what it is about Toni Collette. I feel like she's like the British Meryl Streep. I'm getting very serious right now because I don't know what it is. She's not even on my list, but there's something about it. Maybe she should be. Maybe she'd be in my top 5. I don't know. My miniseries, so it's just one and done. Let's knock it out. Then I realized right there was a Kathleen. Is it Kathleen Denver from Booksmart? And I was like, oh, this is, oh yeah, this is the cast. I gotta see this now. Right off the jump. All right, this is what did I like about this? I love the fact that these characters they didn't just start off with, you got your hero detectives here and they meet the victim and let's talk and that's what's going on. Oh my God, that's unbelievable. No, they started off where people really are. People aren't really always right there with each other from day one. Hey, we've been partners for 30 years. We're best friends, blah blah blah, and all that crap. No, they had these people right where they were. They started this series off with the victim already being attacked. She calls the police. The police show up. I think it begins with the knock on the door where she's about to get questioned for the first time. And one of the first things that, as a fan of Law and Order SVU, when you're a child of Olivia and you've been trained on how to deal with victims and all that stuff for all those years, right? You kind of you pick up on these things if that's what you're using as your guide. And the first thing that jumped off to me is you have this girl sitting in the area where the attack happened. She's probably in shock, and you're asking her to relive it. Hey, can you tell me what happened? I already told him. Oh, I'm not him. I need you to tell me. Tell me again. Hey, can you tell me? That's 3 times. This girl had to repeat this story 3 times. Then she goes to the hospital. I need you to tell me exactly what happened. I already told the police. Yes, but for our records. We need it for our records after we did that little invasive exam on you. Oh, that's 4 times. Then after that, go back to the police station. I'm going to need you to put it in writing what happened. I already told everybody. I thought this was my 4th time. Yes, but we wrote it down. We need you to write it down in your own words. I'm like, who the hell else's words are there? You were writing it down from her words. You have it written down in her words. That was the first thing that pissed me off. I love the fact that the whole first episode was just about focusing on this girl giving her statement, and then by the end of the episode, it's getting twisted up and chopped up. Oh my God! I mean, this girl had a rough life being a foster kid, and then you have one foster mom who's amazing and she treats her with like gold, and then another one is all like, I gotta tell you about her. Now she's a good girl and all, but she's had a rough life and she's very, very promiscuous. What do you mean promiscuous, man? Well, let me tell you. And by the way, and did you catch it? I want this to be anonymous. She knew she was about to torpedo that girl and say something to the cops that would make them think, nah, maybe this is all just BS. You know why she knew? Because she said, I want this to be anonymous, by the way. Well, if you want it to be anonymous, then what the hell are we talking about? Well, she was 16 and she's at a family function and she's dancing like a whore and all that stuff. And I'm not saying she's lying. I'm just saying she was dancing like a whore. And what the hell does that have to do with anything? I'm just saying, I just want you to have the whole picture because she's known to be a liar and she's known to dance like a whore. No, she didn't say it like this, but that was basically what she was saying. She told the cops a story about when they were at a family function and music was playing and she was dancing on a table all promiscuous in front of a 5-year-old. I'm like, really? Is that really what happened? Or is that how you played it in your head and you couldn't wait to tell somebody anonymously? So after that was it. Once the detectives had it in their head that they probably They got a consistent inconsistency. That was it. They only focused on the inconsistency and being put under that microscope. Some people, after being victimized, and a girl who grew up in the foster home system like this, and they even knew different women act differently with stuff like this. She was shutting down. You could, I mean, we had the ability to hear that high pitched frequency noise, that buzzing, that nail that was driving in her head, that was with the stress and the tensions that was going, but you could see it on her face, and then after that was it. They got her to change her story. She just wanted it to stop, and then they hit her with filing a false police report. We don't even see Meredith Weaver until like the second episode. We don't see Tony Collette until like the end of that episode, I think. It's about the third episode, really. Because the funny thing about what's going on is that the person who's assaulting these women, and these women are all different types of women, big, small, young, old. He's doing it in different counties. Because it says in the series that when detective, they write a lot of details on paper, but when they put it in the system, the shared universal system, unless it's a murder, they don't really get that specific. She said she was raped. Pretty much enter, boom, it's in the system. That's it. Now, all they really know is a rape case. But because the guy was doing it in different counties, different cities, it was hard to make it out, to make a connection. So they didn't know that they were dealing with a serial rapist. So luckily they start bumping into each other. You have your two main detectives get together out of sheer luck, I love that part of the story. I mean, that's the reason why it's called unbelievable, because you had unbelievable circumstances happening for on the side of the victim and the detectives trying to solve the case. Sheer luck, coincidences, things like that. Boom. Sometimes the stars will align, kind of a situation. Unbelievable, right? And then little by little, they start to make a connection. They start to find a suspect. The whole time, through the majority of the series, Caitlin Denver's character is going through the ringer. They released the fact that the media get a hold of her lying to the police. You said this, and now you're saying that. Now you're going back. Did this really happen to you? And now they're messing up her whole life. Your friends don't believe you. Nobody believes you. Everybody call you a liar. Your own mom, even foster mom, even called you a liar. Why she say that? Why don't you tell us? You notice, as a child of Olivia, you notice how every time they asked the question to the police, they just flew by that, never answered it, and went to their own questions. Why would they lie? Why don't you tell us why they lie? Why the fuck you lying? And tell me why you lied. Why did you lie? They said you. They wanted. Nobody believes you. They all saying you're lying. So why you lying? Why would they say that about me? They weren't there. They don't know what happened. Well, they know you, and we don't know you, but we know you're lying. So just tell us why you're lying. Would you just tell us? Why don't you just stop lying? Put it on the paper. Why you lying? All right, I lied. I'm fine. I just want this to stop. All right, you want this to stop? Nothing's gonna happen to you. It's just gonna be, we'll just go about the business and just let you go. No, $500 fine, jail time. Not only this, but we're gonna send the notice to this address, and now there's a warrant out for your arrest. Even our own lawyer was like, they never pursue this. Why were they trying to make an example out of her? The second these detectives were like frustrated and like done, and all the while this stuff is happening, she's going to jail. Going to court and having to plead guilty and things like that. All the while, they're connecting the dots with all these other similar rapes, and it goes out on TV. Hey, that sounds like exactly what she said happened to her. Did this really happen to you? But after a while, you are so untrusting of people, you don't want to go through it anymore. You'll say anything just to make it stop. But life doesn't stop messing with you. They were bent on making an example out of her for some weird reason. They had a hard on for this girl. You're wasting her time. We're gonna come at you. All right, go home. And the second she goes home, let's file this on her. Let's file that. I'm gonna get her. We're gonna get her. You always hear about these cops, and you think, why are you even here? You should be. If you're not good at this, you should go. And he's like, and he asked himself that question. Maybe I should leave. I'm not a good detective. I failed this. I failed. That was the first thing that kept coming to my head. You need to go to her face and tell her to her face, I failed you. I failed you. That was the only thing that I could. And she and at that moment vindicated and everything. And insult to injury. Here's your $500 back. You're missing some zeros here. $500. You know what I felt like? You know what it reminded me of? Dan Aykroyd, Trading Places. Eddie Murphy, at the very beginning, the Christmas bonus. Here's your Christmas bonus. $5. $500 after she had to quit her job, after the media got a hold of her, lost all her friends. None of them believed him. Home foster mother called her a damn whore. You give me back the money you shouldn't even have taken from me in the first place? Thank you. Thanks, officer. Gee. No harm, no foul. I loved it at the end. When she sued and came, I feel like I deserve. You know what? And I think that her lawyer said after that, you know what happens to people when they realize they're not just going to take what they're given anymore? You know what happens? They get more. For $100,000, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. The lawyer was right. I understand, but at the same time, she's still in that mentality of she got them to admit they were wrong. She wanted to stop. $100,000, $150,000 was fine. It was enough. That wouldn't have been enough for me. No. I've seen the system fail people too many times. No. Don't tell me to calm down. No. We going to court. Because if you, like he said, they don't want to give you anything, but they're willing to give you $100,000, which means they know you deserve to get more than that. I'd have shoot for the stars. They would have settled for at least 3 times that amount. No way in the world I would have. Because part of that's got to go to the lawyer anyway. You got to pay him off. He got to buy a good 60 G's out of that. So I got to make sure I'm walking away with at least 6 figures, right? No way. An apology. I loved it there at the very end. I loved the dynamic between Coletti and Weaver's character, the whole religious, non-religion thing. They were both almost the same person, but, just different belief structures and whatnot. Family, women, good wives, good people. They felt bad when they were hard on people. They in the end, when they couldn't decide if it was this brother or that brother and all that stuff. I know it says miniseries. Maybe it's a one and done. I still don't think he did that. He's crazy. He's ex-Marine. I believe both brothers were involved in that. Maybe he did one, maybe did, or maybe the other brother did them all, and he did that birthmark thing on purpose, because he knew he could frame his weird brother or something like that. Could you imagine that? I swear the whole time I thought that's what was going to pop up at the end. I thought the other brother would like frame, and then maybe that reason why he was like not talking and not being cooperative was because he knew his brother framed him, but he didn't care. Who knows how weird that felt? I don't know, man. I have a feeling that other brother knows something or did something. I got my theories on that, but maybe I'm wrong, because I felt like that's where it was gonna go the whole time. I think the other brother might have did that stuff. Because the way it all, but I was glad the way it all came together at the end. Because, oh my God, the whole time, that girl could have killed herself. She almost did. And all this would have came out. And those D-hole, D-bag detectives at the beginning, I mean, you couldn't eat crow enough. Another thing I love the most before I let you go. One thing I love the most. Hey, your victim is, what's her name? She's back. She says she's downstairs and she wants to talk to you. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, tell her to come up. No, she ain't coming. She said she ain't coming up here. She said you coming down there. He came down the stairs like you understand. Well, can we talk about this alone? No, I don't want to be alone in a room with you. You get that, right? Yeah, no, you get that, right? Why I wouldn't want to be alone in a room with you? No, I'm not going up. You come down here. He walked, and I was yelling at the screen. Where's the other detective? Where's the other guy at? Coach from Coach, you know, where's Marshall's dad from How I Met Your Mother? What the hell is his ass at, Mr. Detective, Mr. Lie Detector? Where is his ass at? And then his happy ass sometimes said, just sit there like, hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? You never gave me an apology. That's the one thing that stood out to me the most too. Out of all the BS and the drama that I go through, like with my ex-wife and all that stuff, the one major thing that she did to me that not what you think. The one thing that she never did was really apologize. Not the right way. Secretly, you know, when nobody can see, but you know, you did the thing you did to hurt me was so public. That's why I connected with this girl, because the thing you did to hurt me was so public. You did that publicly. That was fine to do that publicly. But when it came to the apology, I'm sorry, my bad. That's how you do it. That's not an apology. The apology has to match what you did. And he told her, I'm sorry. But the other guy didn't. The other guy was just like, and then she took her apology, she walked away. And it almost looked like the other detective looked at him and was like, I can't believe you said that. I wouldn't have said shit. And he just went down the other stairs. I'm gone. But like, he had that look on his face. I wouldn't have bothered out shit. Oh my God, oh God, I hate that other guy, dude. I love the character. I love the guy, though. But it was, like I said, a perfect title. Unbelievable. And go check it out. If you please don't tell me you let me spoil this for you, man. If you let me know what you guys think. How much did you like this series? Did you not like it? Should this have been an ongoing thing? Wasn't Toni Collette on another Netflix series where her and her husband or like, you know, open marriage thing going on? What's going on with that show? Is that coming back? Am I missing something? Let me know, guys. Put it in the box below. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think the other brother really did it? Because I still do. I think he was in on that. Until next time, guys. Peace.